Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for the report from AEW Dynamite. And here's the man that has always been Dynamite, more Dynamite than J.J. Evans himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Episode 1283. What's going on, everybody? And we're going to talk about what happened last night on AEW Dynamite and Rampage. And I said it in the previous episode when I did my virtually purchased acquisitions for the 54th episode of that. As you know, that's why Rampage happened this Wednesday, because of the fact that this Friday is the men's basketball, college men's basketball, both on TNT. And they're going to be on TNT. That's right. And this is the first. Yesterday was the first time Rampage was on TBS for the very first time. So due to it being on TNT, there's no Rampage tomorrow night, and there's no Collision Saturday night. So unfortunately, they could have moved Collision over to TBS or something like that. So, but they decided not to do that. So that's how it is right now. So, because of the men's college basketball, but Collision will make its return next Saturday. That's right, and we'll see what happens. So, that's why you get the whole entire AEW show of the event center that I'm doing right now from last night. Right now, all right. So, the 20th, the first day of spring. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage arrive at the arena separately, and this takes place in Toronto. And so did the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada arrives at the arena. Tony Schiavone interviews Mercedes Moné, and then she says, she has a little bit of unfinished business with Willow Nightingale and all, but the lights went out, and the lights go back on. Julia Hart shows up, and then Sky Blue tried to attack Moné from behind. Moné fights her off. Julia Hart tries to attack Mercedes Moné, and Moné tries to fight back. Then Sky Blue bails Hart out. But when they try to go, and when they both grab a chair, Chris Statlander and William Nightingale even stings up with a chair. Alex Marvez interviews the Elite, and that's where the Elite was talking about how Okada is going to go in against going against Eddie Kingston, the defending Continental Crown champion. So, and winning. So, since they're barred from ringside, they are the EVP, so they can hang out backstage doing something that EVPs like to do. Anyways, the Continental Crown title was on the line. Eddie Kingston went up against the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada. Heck of a matchup between these two. But finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have new Continental Crown champion for the very first time. The title has changed hands. Kazuchika Okada defeated Eddie Kingston, and the Young Bucks were celebrating in the back with Tony. And Tony Khan's like, yeah, okay. Tony Khan is the president of the company, so you're talking, Tony Khan can overrule these guys and everything else. But anyways, the Young Bucks, well, they were celebrating. But after the matchup, though, Pac, the bastard Pac, came out to observe Okada. So, Pac wants trouble. Kazuchika Okada and Pac, that'd be a heck of a matchup, to say the least. So there's that. Renee Paquette's been busy. 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 Has been busy all night last night because she did a lot of interviews. She interviewed Swerve Strickland, who is, and Swerve Strickland wants another shot at the AEW World Champion Samoa Joe. And then she ended up interviewing Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale as they were getting ready for their street fight. But Mercedes Moné interrupts Nightingale and says, you and I have unfinished business and whatnot. But then she went over to Chris Statlander and introduced herself, and they shake hands. Chris Jericho Chris Jericho went one-on-one with Hook. Hook beat Jericho. And that's a huge victory for Hook's career. I mean, you're talking about one of the most decorated wrestling legends of modern day, and that would be Chris Jericho. So congratulations to Hook on that. But Adam Cole was upset with Wardlow. He says, I was hoping you would become world champion, but you disappointed me. Now your job is to make sure that the rest of our crew keeps their title. Wardlow is going to... He's charged Wardlow to make sure that Taven and Bennett keep the Ring of Honor tag team titles, and he's got to make sure that he's got to make sure that Roderick Strong keeps his international championship. As Adam Cole still is out with an ankle injury, we don't know how long he's going to be out for, how much longer he'll be out for, but we'll find out for sure. And Renee Paquette interviewed Jericho, and she asked Jericho, did Hook earn your respect? He says, yeah, Hook, you earn my respect, but I got a proposition for you next week. What is that proposition? A tag team? Going for the tag team titles, maybe? But, the tournament's already filled out. Speaking of which. And Tony Schiavone interviewed Will Ospreay as he addresses his matchup against Bryan Danielson. But he will go one-on-one, I do believe, with Katsuyori Shibata, I think. That's probably what... There's a rumor going around about that. I think I was paying attention, but now I was hanging out with David 3000 on his channel. So, so let's see what boom. And boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Okay. One thing of spam. Why isn't the spam showing up? There it is. All right. Okay, let's see. Nope. Yep. Nope. Let's see. Let's see what this guy is all about. I don't think so. All right. Let's see. So, okay. Sorry about that, folks. There you go. Okay. Uh-oh. Looks like Gary went up. Okay, I got a new follower. Yay, new follower. Yeah, okay, whatever. Alright. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, that was old Gary Bear had a farm. Gary, you are hilarious. Okay, let me go to Twitter. Let me go to Twitter, or X as they like to call it. And let's see. I like that. Let's see. Let's see if I can find. Okay, let me go. Let me go. Give me a second here. AEW. Now, if I'm right, okay, excuse me. But if I'm right, So, let's see, there was some snow in the Rainmakers picture. Alright, so, yeah, next week, though, Konosuke Takeshita will take on Swerve Strickland. They both have the same number of wins, but Takeshita is undefeated, so you got that, and then You know. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Oh, yep. I was right. Will Ospreay will go one-on-one with Katsuyori Shibata in Quebec City, Quebec. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, Katsuyori Shibata will go take on Will Ospreay. Now let's go women's tag team action. Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa took on the team of Mariah May and the AEW Women's World Champion, my favorite girl from Australia, Miss Timeless Toni Storm. And in a shocking victory, Rosa picked up the pin against Deonna Purrazzo. Purrazzo didn't look too pleased when it looks like some unfinished business between Thunder Rosa and Timeless Toni Storm. There's a lot of things have changed between those two ladies. Watch out. This is going to be a heck of a fight for sure. Swerve Strickland took on the Butcher. Strickland did win the matchup. And then Strickland calls out Samoa Joe. After the matchup, Samoa Joe arrives and says, hey, he's about to accept the challenge until Don Callis comes out and says, hey, here's the thing. The Alpha Konosuke Takeshita, you and him have the same amount of wins. But the only difference is he's undefeated. And so Takeshita won, and Don Callis decided to challenge Swerve Strickland. So that match is going to happen for sure. But then the main event. The TNT title on the line and I Quit match. Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland. Dear Lord. This matchup was crazy. Crazy. It got to the point where Adam Copeland came out. Say it's hard to call him Adam Copeland by his real name. Comes out wearing Toronto Maple Leafs gear. And I think he's also doing it in honor of Brody Lee as well. Because I think Brody Lee is a big Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Was a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. God rest his soul. So he came out, and when he was waiting for Christian Cage to stop, everybody's still singing the Alter Bridge Metallingless theme song, Adam Copeland's theme. Oh, that was so super cool. So he's wearing the colors of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And and this was hilarious. And during the match, they were fighting among the crowd. I think they were fighting in the penalty boxes there. So that gave Adam Copeland an idea. I think Adam Copeland was asking for a jersey. He got a Boston Bruins jersey, puts it on Christian Cage, and then he asks a fan for a Maple Leafs jersey. He puts it on, and then the two of them are like fighting hockey style. And Adam Copeland, please do me a favor. Do not put a Boston Bruins shirt on Christian Cage ever again, please. Thank you. I'm like, it scares me when someone else who's probably a real life a Toronto Maple Leafs fan possibly didn't. I mean, you put it and Christian Cage is Canadian too, so like, Apple, what are you doing putting a Boston Bruins jersey on him? You're making us feel like villains back here. Boy, I think Adam Cole will be booed in Boston next time. Nah, I hope not. I'm sure people in Boston probably respect Adam Copeland too. I thought that was pretty hilarious. But then Nick Wayne, his mama Shayna Wayne, and Killswitch got involved in the matchup. And there was a point where Christian Cage flexed his muscles and Shayna Wayne's going, I'm like, they're dating. I knew it. They're dating. There's no doubt. And I think Christian... So anyways, but then it got to the point where Matt Menard and Daniel Garcia wanted to even things up to help out Adam Copeland. They came out. And to the point where Adam Copeland's got cuffs. Adam Copeland. So, Bryce Remsburg was refereeing the match and said, what do you say? No, right? And it got to the point, and Shayna Wayne gave Copeland a nut shot, a low blow nut shot, and hit Adam Copeland his dingle nuts. I'm using the word dingle nuts. I don't care. And and then So Adam Copeland had a solution, and Matt Menard and Daniel Garcia out there helped to make sure Nick Wayne and Killswitch didn't get involved. So Adam Copeland had handcuffs. Handcuffed Killswitch to one ring post, handcuffed Nick Wayne to the other. And then they were about to do the same thing to Shayna Wayne. Shayna Wayne bailed out. Smart girl, Shayna Wayne. Now, she's beautiful, but she's smart. And so they decided, well, those same cuffs that were supposed to be for Shayna Wayne, used it for Christian Cage. And so And so, what do you say now? No, no. So Adam Copeland kicked him in the dingle nuts about 4 or 5 times. I'm like, oh my gosh. He ain't going to have any more kids after that. But then, and then, no, he's not quitting. So Adam Copeland says, you know what? I'm getting out Spike. He got out Spike, hits Christian Cage in the dingle nuts with Spike. I'm going, ow. And he's about to do it again. I quit. We have a new TNT champion for the second time. Adam Copeland is your new TNT champion. Wow, what a match that was. It was one of the most insane matches ever. It was crazy. The crazy spots where the Bruins, Toronto Maple Leafs had quite the rivalry. Gotta respect that. And the few many shots to Christian Cage's dingle nuts. And that's what I'm going to say on that matter. I love it. So that ends Dynamite. So we go on to Rampage. The Bullet. So Bullet Club Gold addresses the Darby Allin and the Acclaimed. In fact, the Acclaimed came out and called out Bullet Club Gold, and they said we didn't need you, because of you guys. Billy Gunn is hurt and all that. So Bullet Club Gold kind of responded to Darby Allin, who, since his foot is broken, he can't go climbing up. So they had a skeleton that looks like Darby Allin with a broken foot, and hey, Darby, no! And they had the skeleton flying down. I thought they were being pretty funny, but they'll get theirs, trust me. So, and then as Renee Paquette interviewed the Acclaimed, and then the tag title wild card that qualifier, it would be the Best Friends. In this case, Chuck Taylor in the corner of Trent Beretta and Orange Cassidy, the former international champ, took on the team of the Don Callis family, which was Powerhouse Hobbs and Ring of Honor television champ Kyle Fletcher, and Best Friends ended up winning that matchup. Meanwhile, Katsuyori Shibata, the former Ring of Honor Pure Champion, took on Kevin Matthews, a former Impact star, and Shibata ended up winning that matchup. And Adam Copeland and some of the AEW locker room was celebrating his title victory. Yay! Champagne's been flying about, and some of the people that knew and respected Adam Copeland were there. Yay! Hanging out in the back, just celebrating, and so that's great. Rocky Romero took on the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita. Takeshita ended up winning the matchup. And Mark Henry did review the main event, which is a street fight. The street fight where Stokely Hathaway joined on commentary. Will Nightingale and Chris Statlander versus Sky Blue and the TBS champion Julia Hart. And this was a heck of a matchup. This had everything. Women going, they were flying through tables and all that. They were flying through tables. In fact, it got to the point where Sky Blue and Chris Statlander were fighting. They had the thumbtacks, and Sky Blue grabbed a handful of thumbtacks, and this was probably the most sickest thing ever. Puts some in Statlander's mouth. I'm going, I hope she's okay. That is not cool. And then ended up, hurting Statlander, but it got to the point where Julia Hart hit the Heartless on Statlander to the point where both Sky Blue and Will Nightingale were out of it after a table spot. And Julia Hart and Sky Blue ended up winning that matchup. Wow. So, like I said, this coming, I know we're having Impact tonight. We're watching that. I'll be watching that on my tablet while doing Rant and Rave. So, but there is no Collision this Saturday, just to let you know. So, I am looking, so that gives me a free Saturday after doing the Card Sharks Money Cards. Who knows? So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in for episode 1283. Up next, doing some Pressure Luck. I hope you guys enjoy that, okay? So, until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.